We often imagine saints as figures removed from life, people who speak of heaven, salvation, and the world beyond. But there was one saint born in a small corner of India who chose a very different path. Sankardeva was not preparing saints for heaven. He was preparing human beings for life. This is not a story of miracles. This is a story of living. Srimanta Sankardeva was born in Assam, India, a land of rivers, forests, and many communities. Geographically, Assam stands at the edge of India. But ideas do not belong to geography. From this land emerged a thinker whose vision quietly crossed boundaries of caste, racial, fear, and exclusion. Yet, outside Assam, his name remains strangely unfamiliar. Why? Sankardeva did not withdraw from society. He did not escape into silence or solitude. He lived among people. He walked with them. He spoke their language. He wrote songs, composed plays, introduced dance, theater, and collective prayer. But none of this was for performance alone. It was for living together. Sankardeva's teaching was simple, almost unsettlingly simple. Live with dignity. Sankardeva's vision went even further. He asked us to see the divine not only in human beings, but in animals, in the neglected, in the entire creation. For him, the soul of a dog, a fox, or even a donkey was no less divine, to bow before life itself. This was his idea of devotion. Reject cruelty, hierarchy, and empty ritual. He didn't ask people to renounce life. He asked them to understand it. Once again, we realize Sankardeva was not preparing saints for heaven. He was preparing human beings for life. Other Vaishnavite saints traveled widely. Their teachings were absorbed into larger political and cultural movements. Sankardeva chose something quieter. He walked deeply, not widely. He transformed society from within. Through community spaces, shared art, and ethical living. Depth, however, often travels slower than spectacle, and so his legacy remained rooted in Assam. Even today, many follow Sankardeva, but an important question remains. Are we following his form or his thought? Are we repeating rituals or practicing compassion? Are we preserving tradition or living its meaning? Sankardeva never wanted followers. He wanted responsible human beings. In a world divided by identity, his idea of equality feels urgent. In a world exhausted by noise, his simplicity feels revolutionary. In a world obsessed with results, his emphasis on ethical living feels radical. You don't need to be Assamese. You don't need to be religious. You only need to be human. Perhaps Sankardeva does not need global fame. Perhaps what he offers is more demanding, a way to live consciously, quietly, responsibly. He may have risen from Assam, but his destination was always humanity, not heaven, not beyond life, life itself. If we pause for a moment and look again, we realize that Sankardeva was never trying to build a system. He was shaping a sensibility, a way of seeing the world, where devotion does not escape life, but enters it more deeply. He used art not to entertain, but to awaken. He used community not to control, but to connect. He used simplicity not as weakness, but as strength. In a time when religion often divides, his faith united. In a society structured by hierarchy, his vision insisted on equality. And in an age obsessed with the extraordinary, he shows the ordinary human life as the highest ground of spirituality. This is perhaps why his presence still feels quiet, yet enduring. He does not confront us loudly. He waits. In our daily choices, in how we treat others, in how honestly we live. Sankardeva reminds us that spirituality is not above life, but within it, not in withdrawal, but in responsibility, not in isolation, but in shared humanity. From the riverbanks of Assam to the inner landscapes of the human mind, his journey continues, not as history, but as possibility. And perhaps this is his greatest thesis, that to live fully, ethically, and compassionately is itself a sacred act, not heaven, not beyond, but here and now.